Today I am working on a sign for one of the offices. Because you can't see the software screen, I'll probably have a separate screen for showing how I did this, but for this part just ignore it. However, if you can see this on your screen, what I'm doing is I'm moving an image from my downloads that I just got from the person into here. It's already cropped out the background. Just have to convert it. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna click this invert button. That should work. I'll leave it like that. Alright. Once again, I'm making a sign. So one of the ways I like to do this is so I don't have to cut the wood down to fit inside this every time. I just pop the front open. I have this riser base, so if you have the riser base, it makes it a lot easier. And pop this up. Pre-position that. Alright, I have one board. Oops. I pop off that front base. I slide this in here in front of that honeycomb, or on top of that honeycomb. I slide it into the back. And then, what I like to do is take this flashlight, prop it up underneath here so it doesn't fall back down. Now that I have that, I'm okay to go over here and measure the distance. But first, make sure you choose your material, which this isn't 3mm basswood, but it's close enough that we can use it. And I'm gonna go ahead and have this selected. Drops down, it's gonna poke that, and it's gonna make sure that it is measuring correctly. Alright, that's complete. Now I have the distance and it's going to be able to measure and cut that. So what they want is their symbol on there and they just want PAO written. So all I'm going to do is insert some text underneath it. Hit PAO. I'm going to hit engrave so it fills it in. Move that down below. But they want a certain measurement. So I have converted this over. It was on, was it millimeters? It was on some other measurement. We switched it over to inches because that's just easier for me to work with. But if you notice, well, if you can see it, it highlights at the top the width of whatever it is that you're making as well as the height. So I've got that in there. Next I need to make a box. It's going to measure. Alright, so anyways, click start marking, click rectangle, start marking. You'll go over here, move this up in the corner. Not too far though. One thing you've noticed is this won't let you get all the way back in that corner. Mark the first one. Mark the second one. Alright, end marking, done. Alright, so we need to put this in here. Another thing I'm gonna have to add is a rectangle. And the reason I have to add this is because this is what I'm going to use to cut out the outline of this. So it says 12 inches roughly by 9 inches. There we go. I got that. Alright, now we have our three things in here. So just so you're tracking, there's a square, so we can do the cutout, the PAO lettering, and then there's the actual office symbol that they're using. So we have to add these circles so you can hang these from the ceiling. I like to drop, for my specific Xtool, down to about 9mm per second for each of the cuts, just because sometimes with this underlayment that I use, it doesn't do as well as you'd like it to. So one thing, when it comes to engraving, I've noticed it does do a really good job on this underlayment at the pre-made settings. Alright, we put all this on here, we have our template in, we're gonna hit process, start. Alright, you have to wait for this file to send. Once this sends over, we come over here. We're gonna hit this little button to start it. It's gonna do its cutting, exhaust all this out, and I'll put this camera downside so you can see what's happening from the inside. There you go. You have your little hooks up here to hang it from.